Welcome. Today we are looking at advertising. This is a key topic in your marketing exams for SS3. Pay close attention. Let us begin. First, let me explain the meaning of advertising. Advertising is any paid form of non-personal presentation and promotion of ideas, goods, or services by an identified sponsor. This is the standard definition. Let me break it down. Paid means the advertiser pays for the space or time. Non-personal means the message is directed to a mass audience, not to a specific individual. Presentation and promotion means the message is designed to inform, persuade, or remind. Ideas, goods, or services means advertising can promote anything, not just products. Identified sponsor means the audience knows who is paying for the advertisement. Advertising is a form of promotion. It is one element of the marketing mix. The other elements are product, price, and place. Advertising is a powerful tool. It can build brand awareness. It can change consumer attitudes. It can increase sales. Now let me explain the functions of advertising. Advertising performs several important functions. First, it informs. Advertising tells consumers about new products, new features, new prices, and new uses. This is called informative advertising. It is especially important when a product is first launched. Second, it persuades. Advertising convinces consumers to buy a particular brand. It tries to change attitudes and preferences. This is called persuasive advertising. It is used when there is strong competition. Third, it reminds. Advertising keeps the brand in the consumer's mind. It reminds them to buy. This is called reminder advertising. It is used for established brands. Fourth, it reinforces. Advertising reassures consumers that they made the right choice. It confirms their decision. This reduces post-purchase doubt. Fifth, it builds brand image. Advertising creates a personality for the brand. It associates the brand with certain values, emotions, or lifestyles. Sixth, it differentiates. Advertising shows how a product is different from competitors. It highlights unique features or benefits. Seventh, it educates. Advertising teaches consumers how to use a product. It may also educate about issues like health, safety, or the environment. Eighth, it creates demand. Advertising can stimulate desire for a product. It can create wants that consumers did not know they had. Ninth, it supports other promotional activities. Advertising complements personal selling, sales promotion, and public relations. It makes them more effective. 10th, it builds customer loyalty. Consistent advertising keeps customers coming back. It strengthens the relationship between the brand and the consumer. Now let me explain the types of advertising. Advertising can be classified in several ways. By target audience, advertising is divided into consumer advertising and business advertising. Consumer advertising targets individual consumers. It promotes products like food, clothing, and electronics. Business advertising targets other businesses. It promotes industrial products, office equipment, and professional services. By geographic scope, advertising is divided into local, regional, national, and international advertising. Local advertising targets customers in a specific city or area. Regional advertising targets a larger region. National advertising covers the whole country. International advertising crosses national borders. By medium, advertising is divided into print, broadcast, outdoor, digital, and direct mail advertising. Print advertising includes newspapers, magazines, and billboards. Broadcast advertising includes television and radio. Outdoor advertising includes billboards, posters, and signs. Digital advertising includes internet ads, social media ads, and email ads. Direct mail advertising includes catalogs, flyers, and letters sent directly to consumers. Now let me explain the advertising media. There are many media options. Newspapers are a common medium. They reach a wide audience. They are inexpensive, but they have a short life. Magazines have a longer life. They reach specific audiences. They have high-quality printing, but they are more expensive. Television reaches a mass audience. It combines sight, sound, and motion. It is very effective, but very expensive. Radio reaches a large audience. It is less expensive than television, but it only uses sound. Outdoor advertising includes billboards, posters, and transit ads. It reaches people on the move. It has high visibility but limited information. Direct mail goes directly to consumers. It can be personalized. but it is expensive and often ignored. Digital advertising is growing rapidly. It includes search engine ads, social media ads, display ads, video ads, and email ads. Digital advertising can be targeted very precisely. Advertisers can reach specific age groups, locations, interests, and behaviors. Digital advertising is measurable. Advertisers can see how many people saw the ad, clicked on it, and bought the product. Digital advertising can be inexpensive. Small businesses can advertise on social media for very little money. However, digital advertising is also competitive. Many advertisers are competing for attention. Consumers may ignore ads or use ad blockers. Now let me explain the advantages of advertising. Advertising has many advantages. First, it reaches a large audience. A single television ad can reach millions of people. Second, it is cost-effective. The cost per person reached is very low, especially for mass media. Third, it builds brand awareness. Advertising makes people familiar with a brand. Familiarity leads to trust. Fourth, it stimulates demand. Advertising can create desire for a product. It can increase sales. Fifth, it educates consumers. Advertising provides information about products, features, and prices. Sixth, it supports other marketing activities. Advertising makes personal selling easier. People already know about the product when the salesperson calls. Seventh, it builds brand loyalty. Consistent advertising keeps customers coming back. Eighth, it helps new products succeed. Advertising creates awareness for new products. Without advertising, many new products would fail. Ninth, it reduces selling costs. When advertising creates demand, less personal selling is needed. 10th, it creates jobs. Advertising agencies employ many people. Media companies rely on advertising revenue. 11th, it encourages competition. Advertisers compete for consumers' attention. This leads to better products and lower prices. 12th, it provides revenue for media. Newspapers, magazines, television, radio, and websites depend on advertising. Without advertising, much of the media would not exist. Now, let me explain the disadvantages of advertising. Advertising also has several disadvantages. First, it adds to the cost of products. Advertising expenses are passed on to consumers. This increases the price. Second, it can be misleading. Some advertisers make false or exaggerated claims. This deceives consumers. Third, it encourages materialism. Advertising makes people want things they do not need. It promotes consumerism. Fourth, it can be intrusive. Advertisements interrupt television programs, radio shows, and web browsing. Fifth, it can be offensive. Some advertisements use vulgar language, sexual images, or fear tactics. This offends some people. Sixth, it promotes harmful products. Advertising can encourage smoking, drinking, gambling, and unhealthy eating. Seventh, it creates barriers to entry. Large companies can outspend small competitors on advertising. Small businesses cannot compete. This reduces competition. Eighth, it can be wasteful. Many advertisements are ignored. Money is spent on reaching people who are not interested. Ninth, it can be manipulative. Advertising uses psychological techniques to influence behavior. Consumers may not be aware of how they are being influenced. 10th, it can lead to saturation. There is so much advertising that people tune it out. It becomes less effective. 11th, it can damage the environment. Billboards, flyers, and other physical ads create waste. Digital ads consume energy. 12th, it can invade privacy. Online advertisers track users' behavior. They collect personal data. This raises privacy concerns. Now, let me explain the regulation of advertising. Advertising is regulated to protect consumers. In Nigeria, the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria regulates advertising. APCON ensures that advertisements are truthful, decent, and not misleading. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control regulates advertising of food, drugs, and cosmetics. NAFDAC ensures that health claims are not false. The Consumer Protection Council handles complaints about misleading advertising. The Nigerian Communications Commission regulates advertising on telecommunications networks. The Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria regulates advertising on radio and television. Self-regulation also exists. The Advertising Practitioners Council has a code of conduct. Advertising agencies are expected to follow ethical standards. The Advertising Standards Panel reviews complaints about advertisements. It can order advertisers to withdraw misleading ads. A common exam question asks you to define advertising and explain its functions. Here is a sample answer. Advertising is any paid form of non-personal presentation and promotion of ideas, goods, or services by an identified sponsor. Its functions include informing, persuading, reminding, reinforcing, building brand image, differentiating, educating, creating demand, supporting other promotional activities, and building customer loyalty. Advertising is a powerful tool for communicating with consumers. Another exam question asks you to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of advertising. Here is your answer. The advantages include reaching a large audience, cost effectiveness, building brand awareness, stimulating demand, educating consumers, supporting other marketing activities, building brand loyalty, helping new products succeed, reducing selling costs, creating jobs, encouraging competition, and providing revenue for media. The disadvantages include adding to product costs, misleading consumers, encouraging materialism, being intrusive, being offensive, promoting harmful products, creating barriers to entry, being wasteful, being manipulative, causing saturation, damaging the environment, and invading privacy. Another exam question asks you to explain the different advertising media. Here is your answer. Advertising media include newspapers, magazines, television, radio, outdoor advertising, direct mail, and digital advertising. Newspapers reach a wide audience at low cost but have a short life. Television is effective but expensive. Radio is less expensive but uses only sound. Digital advertising can be targeted precisely and measured accurately. Each medium has its own strengths and weaknesses. Advertisers choose media based on their target audience, budget, and message. Let me give you a quick summary. Advertising is paid, non-personal promotion by an identified sponsor. Its functions include informing, persuading, and reminding. Types include consumer, business, local, national, and international advertising. Media include newspapers, magazines, television, radio, outdoor, direct mail, and digital. Advantages include reaching large audiences and building brand awareness. Disadvantages include adding to costs and potential deception. Advertising is regulated by APCON, NAFDAC, and other agencies. Keep reviewing, keep practicing. See you in the next topic.